Good afternoon, morning, evening, model railroaders and YouTubers. This is an update and a real video of what's going on with me in Korea. First, for the update, I'd like to say that there's still over 2 weeks left in the 100 subscribers contest. The less people that enter, that gives those of y'all that entered more of a chance to win. So just wanted to put that out there. Anyways, also I will make a plug at the contest that if you haven't entered the contest, go ahead and enter. If you're seeing my channel for the first time, the contest is open to everyone, even if you're not a subscriber. You just have to subscribe first, then enter the contest. Also, watch the whole contest video to find out what the rules are for the contest. In order to get the maximum number of entries for your name into the hat, you need to follow the rules of the contest. And that being, please post something about your interest in trains, even if you're not a model railroader. You might be a rail fan, you might be into collecting railroad memorabilia or riding tourist railroads, whatever it is. Even if you don't do any of those things actively, you even have a small interest in trains, just how you came to have that interest. That's kind of important, because it's important to me in why this is the hobby that I've chosen to have, and also share with my family and my kids and the rest of the model railroad community. That being said, also read the description on the contest video, as there's no new information, but the description might be a good thing to read on that contest video. I'll at least leave it at that. Anyways, so I've got a couple new things. I got this from Bob the Train Guy, and I'll try to cover these more up close on the layout. But I got these are the Blair Line. They're like laser cut wood grade crossings. I'm really excited about these. They're pretty nice and thick, actually. There's two sets, and I think this is about $5-6 a pack. They're pretty nice. Also, I got this laser cut HO burger stand. I'm really excited about this. My wife is from Indiana, and when we had first met, before we even got married, there was this place that she used to take me in her hometown called Ice Cream Plus in LaPel, Indiana. I don't know if any of y'all people that actually live in Indiana have ever been there, but this thing is pretty cool. But this it just reminds me of Ice Cream Plus. Wow, look at this. This is the I guess interior of the burger stand. Try to show some of the things that are here. I think this might be, I'm not sure if this is the roofing. I think this might be the roofing. Wow, yeah, look at that. Check that out. It's got a nice, really nice look to it. Got different things for that. All different parts of the laser kit. Very, very fine. Nice. Got both of these from Bob the Train Guy. Check Bob the Train Guy out. He's actually a personal friend of mine. He's helped me out with a lot of my DCC programming questions. He's a Digitrax dealer, and he's located very close to where Digitrax is, so he has contacts with the electrical engineers at Digitrax, and he offers some of the best prices in the hobby on Digitrax stuff. He also offers really good prices on TCS Wow Sound, Trying to put this back in the box. Maybe I'll just give up. But yeah. So also, I got the rest of my track laid on my the town side of my Indiana Railroad layout. I'm ready to try to figure out what I'm going to move on to next. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to get into the Fuller car system, what the first step is to that process. And I've been communicating with another YouTuber about Fuller car system digital using the Games on Track software and the indoor GPS, satellites in the ceiling that help the cars to move around the layout. I think it's really important to the realism of the layout to have more than the trains moving on the layout. I know there are others that might disagree, might tend to focus more on the trains and everything, but to me, I don't know, when I run a train up to a railroad crossing and it's the same car always waiting at the railroad crossing, something about that just bugs me. So I would like to just add just a little bit more motion to my layout. That being said, all right, as far as some things going on in Korea, it is kind of a rough time, especially being away from the family. Family is really the most important thing. And I know that this channel is about trains, but family is really the most important thing. You know, the trains could go on the shelf, you know, if it was in the way of the family. And I'm glad that I have a wife that really supports me and my hobby and my two boys. That's actually third son on the way now. My two sons really into watching the trains and just obsessed with rail fanning, even at such a young age, which is really cool to be able to share the hobby with them. So yeah, times are rough. A lot of times it's hard to find the motivation to make positive YouTube videos about trains just because of just the tenure of life, and I do work a lot of hours. Some weeks I can work up to 14 hours a day, and then night shift at that for 3 days, and then 12-hour shifts the other 2 days, and there's very little time off. That being said, I did get some time off yesterday, because my days off are in the middle of the week instead of the weekend, and I got a chance to climb one of the highest mountains. I'm not sure if it's the highest mountain in Korea, but it's the highest mountain in the Bukhansan National Park, which is a huge national park northwest of Seoul, or it's basically in Seoul. And I went up there just all by myself, and actually met up with two other people that were going to climb the mountain, and we just kind of hit it off, and we struck up a friendship and just started climbing up the mountain. And I got some really cool pictures. It's really just refreshing to be able to get out in nature. And then of course, everywhere you go in Korea, you get to see trains, because you can't get anywhere without riding a train in Korea. Like, I guess that's one of the greatest things about being a rail fan in Korea. And I am actively trying to put together a rail fan video about rail fanning in Korea. But the problem is, it seems like all my video clips are so short, and I always start to explain something and I haven't quite got it the way that I want it yet. So be looking for that to come up in the future. But train system is really cool in Korea. I'm going to put a video up about that. There isn't really any like rail fanning from grade crossings in Korea the way that there is in the States, because all the railroads are so high density traffic that there really isn't a good opportunity for grade crossings. All the roads go over or under the tracks. There's like almost no grade crossings. There's such a high density of trains, like just one train after another. Like it's not common to actually have a corridor of tracks. It's 4 to 6 tracks wide and have 3 trains racing each other at the same time, and then have another train flying past in the other direction. Like, and the trains, they all go really fast. But anyways, we'll cover that in a more in depth in an upcoming video. I'm going to add a couple of clips of my mountain climbing into this video, And with that being said, try to keep this video short. I'm at 10 minutes. So highball on from here, guys. Have a great time model railroading, enjoying rail fanning. And I did hear from someone there's an NMRA convention. I'm not sure where it is, but it's from the July 31st to August something. So I do have a couple locomotives and a command station on for sale on my eBay page. You want to go ahead and check those out. Only a couple days left to them, so I'll post a link down in the description to them. But I have 2 MTH Heritage units that really like them, but just kind of decided to change out where I'm going with what roads I'm modeling. So DCC ready, and then I do have a Digitrax booster that I have posted up there. So check them out if you're interested in them, you know, bid on them, whatever. Thanks for watching, guys, and again, highball. Standing on the top of the highest mountain, Kansan National Park, city of Seoul. It's very high.